Hello coffee friends, I am Tom from Tom's Coffee Corner, and today we're going to take a look at how to take apart and clean your Eureka Mignon Specialita, because it does need to be cleaned from time to time. Now you might be asking yourself, well, what is the reason to clean it? We're just going to put beans in there again anyway. And the answer is the beans contain obviously some oils, and they get stuck here on the bean hopper, they get stuck onto the burrs, and that can go a little bit rancid with time and affect the taste of your coffee. Let's take this down into the workshop, take it apart and clean it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we have to remove the bean hopper. And the bean hopper does also get quite dirty. So this you can clean out with a cloth, like so. You can take some paper towel and clean it out. Just maybe some light soapy water. Kind of depends on what you have available. Some people may recommend to not use any solvents on here, but at least clean it out a bit to get rid of some of those oils. You know, make it look a little nicer too. Now before we go into the grinder, make sure obviously that it's unplugged. It's got no power going to it. Then we can go ahead and get started. So first things first, we have to remove this logo here. And behind the logo, there is a Phillips screw. Then this top plate can simply be removed. You can see that there's still some beans in there, and we're going to remove the top burr. We're going to clean the top burr off. Then we're going to remove the bottom burr, and we're going to clean that as well, and then put it back together and recalibrate it. So let's get started. Okay, and you see that's what the top burr looks like. You can see it's kind of crusty. Here we have got a good amount of espresso crust there. So let's clean that up right away. And I think I'm just going to vacuum out these beans as well. All right, let's get some of this crud off of here. It's pretty dirty. Use a stiffer brush. That's looking a little better. Okay, so that is what the upper burr looks like. Now for the bottom burr, we're going to need an 11mm wrench to hold the burr from moving, and a slotted screwdriver to remove these screws. Be careful, very careful not to strip these screws. That would not be fun. Now we just have to pry that up out of there. Be careful prying it out. It may need a little bit of coaxing. Here we go. Nice and gentle. All right, let's clean this sucker off. Ooh, you can see that that is pretty crusty also. So let's go ahead and clean that crust off of there. Eureka HS, I think that stands for high speed. All right, you can see it still is a little bit crusty in there. So let's see if we can get some of that crustiness out. It's very gentle. We don't want to scratch any of the metal in there. Ideally, like a plastic spatula would be nice to use. Or like a sputter, like what they use to fix computers, something like that would be ideal. However you clean it, just make sure to be very gentle. That's looking a lot better. Oh yeah. Getting some real dust out of there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and clean under the top burr as well. I might as well get it all. Oh yeah. Look at that. Dirty. Real dirty. Now folks, when you're using your vacuum cleaner, be real careful that you don't get too close to your screws or anything, because you don't want to suck up one of your screws and have to dig through the garbage bag. I've done that before and that sucks. That's not even a little bit fun. All right, let's go ahead and get this back together and we'll be grinding espresso again. I don't go too tight until I get them all in to make sure that the burr's lined up. And again, you want to be careful not to strip the screws. You want to go nice and snug, but don't strip the screw. And keep in mind that some of these metals are softer. Like this here, I believe, is aluminum. And aluminum, you can strip the screw also if you just turn it too hard. So be careful of that. Okay, top burr is done. Bottom burr is coming up next. They're supposed to be 55, they're actually 54 as it looks. Okay, finally, before putting the top burr on, I would suggest that you loosen the setting a little bit to make sure that we are not running into anything, that the burrs have no chance to collide. And then we'll plug it in, get it re-referenced, and we'll be good to go. Put the lid back on. We are almost ready. Oops, almost forgot the logo. Okay, so now I just want to reference the machine. In order to do that, I've gone here into manual mode by pressing the two buttons at the same time. I'm going to press the button down there and start tightening the burr set until they just barely start to touch. The last time it was on the number 5, and I suspect this time should be about similar. Yep, there it was. Okay, so that's 5. I'm gonna back off 2 full notches. And right there, about 1 is where I need to be for a fresh espresso based on my experience. So, good to go. All right guys, I hope that this video was helpful for you. If so, give me a like and check out my other videos. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. Until next time, I say happy coffee drinking and happy espresso drinking. Bye now.